I'm now joined by Alp Mehmet. He's the chair of Migration Watch, a think tank and campaign group which argues for lower immigration into the United Kingdom. Alp, what do you make of these record numbers, over 1,000?
If I may, jaw-dropping really. Another day, another record, it seems. It's only a couple of days ago, in fact the day before, that we had 1,000 for the first time in one day. It's going to go on increasing, I'm afraid. Mark really, he put it in a nutshell. The business model works. You get to the UK. Once you get here, people know that you're going to be housed, you're going to be provided with funds, with regular income almost for each member of your group or your family, if you're a family, nearly £40 a week. Well, that doesn't sound a lot, but when you don't really have any other expenses, it's not really it's a nice sum to have,
it's profit,
and it attracts people.
It's ultimately a profit because we have to deduct all our expenses before we say what we've got left, and a lot of us end up in a minus figure. People are coming here with nothing but being given things and also given, in a sense, an income. Now, that's obviously the right thing to do for people who've come to this country and are claiming asylum, but...
Sorry to interrupt you, but is it the right thing?
Well,
do people want really? Of course, they're human beings, and we've got to look after them, house them. But actually, to make it easy for them and attractive for them to remain here, I don't mean being nasty, but if you're getting £40 a week, really, in addition to your housing and the freedom to walk around and do what you like, I mean, what's bad about that? Of course, it's going to attract people.
Well, I mean, when I say the right thing, I hadn't actually finished because I was going to say initially to house people,
I don't usually do that.
Then, no, don't worry. But then to sort of then make it so comfortable that they don't really need to. They can be, you know, I don't need to do anything for a while now, and what's going to happen to me next, and it's all controlled by the state. That's fine, but that's quite a comfortable place in a way to be. What happens after this period then? How long do say someone is there, they're claiming asylum, they're here, they're being supported, you know, financially in this way? How long does that tend to go on for before they eventually, get asylum?
Well, it can go on a hell of a long time.
So years?
It could do, yes. Right. Some have been in the system for years. But even if it takes only weeks, it's what happens after that that is all important. If you're denied asylum at whatever point, and you're not removed at the end of that, then it doesn't really matter. There are lots of people who have been denied asylum but are still here and are still being housed and are still being provided for. That's why the insatiable demand is going to continue. There are millions of people, frankly, who would give their eye teeth to be in that position. And until the French, the EU starts dealing with this problem when it's on their doorstep, rather than standing back or indeed helping them across, doing what the Belarusians are doing into Poland, that's effectively what's happening with the French. They are encouraging people to come over in our direction. That is wrong, is absolutely wrong. Our government clearly doesn't have the gumption. It's totally incapable. It's helpless to do anything about it. And really, as far as I'm concerned, it's both our government, it's the French government and the EU that are to blame equally for all this mess. If the EU dealt with it while people were in the EU, or indeed when they entered the EU, as they're doing in Greece and Italy, sending people back, if they dealt with it at that point, then you wouldn't have them all turning up on the northern shores of France, which is what is happening at the moment. And I'm afraid it's going to continue. Almost 25,000 before the end of the month. In fact, it's going to be 25,000, I reckon, within the next few days. I was saying in June that it will be 25,000 by the end of the year. Next year, it's going to be even more.
Well, we've already
got to get
pretty much
serious.
Doubled, haven't we, this year? So
well, more than double.
More than
trebled.
double. Yeah, it's. Alp, thank you so much for coming
pleasure.
to talk to us with regard to that. So Alp Mehmet, he's the chair, Migration Watch.